sea lion Celia. So she's going to be doing some training with Ashley here. At the beginning of every session, we like to just get eyes on them, make sure that it looks like they're doing all right, that they don't have any bumps or bruises or scrapes or anything like that. So right now, Ashley's asking her to lay down so she can get a good look at her back. We also look at their flippers, ask to look at their belly and their mouths. And so when we're doing participate, then they're going to get a fish reward.
She's right next to me.
So you can see the inside of Celia's mouth. She's got these sharp, conical-shaped teeth. Those help her for catching fish. They also have a black coating on them that helps keep their teeth healthy, kind of like our enamel does. When we're looking in their mouths, we always use a toothbrush if we're going to do any poking around in there, so that we're not sticking our fingers in their mouths. And the toothbrush isn't really for brushing their teeth as much as it is for stimulating their gums and helping us get a better look around. So in addition to looking in their mouths, we also give these guys eye drops. So Celia is a young animal. She's only 3 years old, and she doesn't have any eye problems right now. But as seals and sea lions age, especially in captivity where they're expected to outlive their normal lifespan, they can develop eye issues. And so it's important that Celia is able to receive eye drops right now, so that if she ever needed medicated ones, then we would be able to switch over to those to help keep her eyes healthy. Another thing we do with these guys is ask to listen to their lungs and their heart. So right now you can see Ashley asking Celia to breathe on a cue. And that might sound a little bit silly, but these guys can actually hold their breath for upward of 10 minutes. So it's super important that we're able to ask them for that behavior so that our vets aren't waiting around for 10 minutes waiting to get a listen to their lungs. Right now, Ashley's asking Celia to turn around and let her feel back on her hip area. That's where we do vaccinations with these guys. So these guys do get their yearly vaccines just like we do. And so that practice syringe that she was holding there is to let us practice. It doesn't have anything in it, but it's important that these guys get used to the sensation of being poked in that area so that when it does come time for them to need their vaccines, then they're comfortable with that sensation. We're also able to do blood draws with these guys, and that takes place in their back flippers, is where we'll draw the blood from. Right now you can see Celia spinning around. She's demonstrating for us her big, strong front flippers and how she can turn her pelvis back underneath herself to walk on all fours. That's one of the best ways to tell if you're looking at a seal or a sea lion. So our sea lions are going to have those super big front flippers, and they're a little bit faster on land than our seals. Our seals can't turn their pelvis under themselves and are going to sort of inch across the ground like a caterpillar. And you can see right now Celia is handing a fish back that she's not interested in. Sometimes these guys don't always want the things that we have to offer them, or are more interested in playing with it than doing some training, and that's okay too. They're welcome to do whatever they like. Right now, we're pointing out her ear flaps or ear pinnae. That's another way that you can tell the difference between our seals and our sea lions. Our sea lions are all going to have that external ear flap, and our seals are not going to have that. Instead, you'll just notice a pinhole on the side of their head. They don't hear any less well than our sea lions. Both of them have really good hearing, but these guys will just have that external ear. Right now, you can sort of maybe hear her vocalizing over the screaming. These guys have that iconic bark roaring sound. You can hear right there. That's how they've gotten their names, from that sound. little bit like a lion. That's going to be a sound that's unique to our sea lions. Seals will have more of a low, whistly, growly vocalization that they'll make. Celia knows some other vocalizations as well. These guys tend to be more vocal in general than our seals do. Vocalizations are fairly important to communication within the sea lion community. And so, especially when mothers come back to land, they'll use their own special, unique vocalization to find their pups who will have their own vocalization as well. We do train these guys to retrieve things from the pool for us. Right now she's bringing back a frisbee, but these guys can also bring other things back from the pool for us. We can ask them to retrieve enrichment items so we can change those up for them or clean them off. We can also ask these guys to bring back just anything that they find in the pool. That's important because if something that doesn't belong in the pool, like trash, were to end up in there, they know that instead of eating that, if they bring it back, they're going to receive a huge fish reward for that, and that helps us keep our sea lions healthy. Unfortunately, marine debris is a huge problem for seals and sea lions in the wild. It can either diminish the fish supply that they rely on for food, or they might mistake trash for food in general. Unfortunately, a plastic bag floating through the ocean can look a lot like some of the squid that these guys like to eat. So one great way that you can help conserve these guys is just by reducing the amount of plastic that we're using in general, and by making sure that the plastic that we are using is ending up in the proper trash or recycling receptacle. Even things as simple as using a reusable water bottle can be a huge help to these guys in the wild. So you might have noticed Celia eating a couple of different kinds of fish throughout our training session here. These guys do get 5 different kinds of fish at the zoo. We feed them herring, capelin, mackerel, squid, and a kind of fish called butterfish. Looks like Celia's waving goodbye. When we don't have any more fish for them at the end of a training session, we're not going to ask them to do anything else because we have nothing to reward the behaviors with. So when she is out of fish, we'll give her an all done cue to let her know that we are out of things for her. You can see that triple tap on the bottom of the bucket means she has no more fish that she wants. Not a fan of the butterfish today, it looks like. So that is the end of our training session. If you guys have any other questions about our seals and sea lions, let me know and I'd be happy to answer those for you up here.
Alright, come on, Keely.